Hello and welcome back to another episode inside of my forever world. This is episode 6 and currently I am in a mushroom biome. I've been over here collecting up some mushrooms because I am going to need some of these for my build today. And today we are finally making a saloon. But before we get to that, we're actually gonna have to head back, and it's a pretty far journey. And I wish I had brought a shulker box to actually store this so I could have gotten more. But anyways, let's head back to base and we can start talking about what today is gonna hold. Ah, there it is. Home sweet home. I need to move these trees. They obstruct the view. Anyways though, we have finally made it back, and I can tell you a little bit more about what today is gonna have going on. What we're gonna be doing today basically. And really quickly, I do want to say too, my voice, if it does sound a little different, I apologize for that. I lost my voice a little bit over the past few days, and so it's a little bit raspier than usual, but I hope you can look past it and still enjoy this video. Anyways, let me tell you about what I got planned for today. As you can see, I have multiple shulker boxes in my inventory, along with all of these brown mushrooms. Like I said earlier, today is the day we are finally making the saloon. And it is going to be going right smack dab right there. I was going to say in the center, but it's not in the center at all. We are going to be adding 3 new buildings. I don't know about today. I'm talking about on this side. I'm at least getting 2 of those done, but I already am like very late with this video. This video was supposed to originally be me working on my steel factory, but you know, the amount of stuff I actually needed for the steel factory, I greatly underestimated how much I would need, and I'm gonna need more time to like finish off perfecting it really. But it will be going over here next. I don't know, I'm not even gonna lie, next video might not be the steel factory, but it is coming up soon. I hate saying that, but I'm just having to finish up the last of the details and collecting materials. So I promise you the steel factory is coming. It's taking a lot of time to finalize, and that's why we are moving into more of the city things today. I want to do stuff with villagers pretty soon too. I need more, and it is going to be a big pain because I gotta move them around, but we're gonna do more stuff with that. I'm thinking of maybe adding a building down here that could hold them. I feel like that'd be a pretty good location for it, and it'd be next to like other main stuff that we got going on, and yeah, I think that'll work pretty well. But anyways, let us get started with making our very first building of today's episode, finally making the saloon. Let's go. Alright, well, I've been here collecting some materials and getting them ready for the next build. But I can show you we have now fully completed the saloon. And it's a little bit hard to see from over here, but once I start making my way a little bit closer, you can see the full greatness of this place. And yes, I love that. The way it pops up as you get closer. Look at, let's just do it again. And there you see the saloon. Oh, I love that. Just seeing this whole area, it's starting to come together really nicely. And I feel like I say this like every episode, but it just is. With every new building, the city looks even more full. And I'm really happy with this one, especially. This one has gone into detailing more than usual. And I kind of forgot a banner. What did I say? A band. I combined two words there, a banner and pattern maybe, and yeah, I gotta get another one. But look at this little detail I added with the chains and hanging signs. I wanted to bring some attention to this because I was really happy with this. I don't really know what it's supposed to be like. It's supposed to be like some ropes or something, you know, something to hang clothing, or you know, in this case, the banners, that kind of thing. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it was a nice little way to add a little bit extra there so it didn't look so blank. And I'm really happy with the way it turned out. And let me show you over here too. I forgot to add some water, but we have a nice little horse trough. I think that's what it's called. And then we got a place where you can hang them, or where you can tie the horses. You can hitch them. You can hitch them to the fence post, not hang them. Jeez. And then inside, here is the interior of the saloon. I gotta say, this is one of my better buildings, at least the interior wise. I'm very happy with this building. Let me show you around, give you the full tour. Here we have the saloon tables. You know, they're kind of round-ish. They're more like a plus shape, but you know, you gotta use your imagination a little bit. And you can sit down, enjoy your drinks, enjoy your meal, whatever. Over there, some of the patrons had a little bit too much to drink, and it's kind of smeared along the wall. And it's all nasty over there. You don't want to get too close with that. It's pretty gross. And here we have a dartboard. I use these pale oak buttons to represent darts that have been thrown at the wall. People are not very good at darts when they've had some of the drinks from this place. I think you can kind of see that. Then over here we have the actual bartending spot. You have your nice little lifted chairs with the bar. You can walk around here. Well, the bartender can. You really can't. You get some of the good old drinks from here poured into the cups. You get a plate. You get some food that's stored like wherever in here. This is where you make the drinks. And yeah, that is the bottom half of the saloon. I gotta be honest with you, there isn't much going on with the top of the saloon. We have a staircase up to here, and I really like the ceiling too. I'm very happy with the way this turned out. I think I did a good job with the rafters. But yeah, there's actually not much going on up here. I'm even missing doors apparently. I forgot to add those. There is a little seating area up here though. I thought it'd be very nice to add little seating arrangements up here because, you know, it's just, you get to look around. You can stare off at the people over there, even though there's no interior over there. But, you know, it's something. You got a nice little area. You can walk around, look upon the rest of the city, and I gotta remove these torches. I only have these here because I didn't want mobs to spawn. But yeah, I really like this. We get to look around at the actual buildings in this one, and you know, it's actually using the balcony, unlike well, mostly like this building. That one, you can access that. The interiors are done too, so it's pretty nice. And I hope my voice sounds better too. I've been giving myself a few more days to rest, but yeah, so hopefully my voice is sounding a little bit better by now. And that beautiful building is kind of ugly on some of the other sides, as all my buildings are, because obviously I'm not going to do a lot of work on a building that, or at least part of the building that you're not going to see, because there's going to be another building up next to this one. I don't know if I've said what it is already, but you could probably see from the thumbnail. We are adding a bank to this area. And before we get to making that, I want to talk a little bit more about my plan for this city. I've talked about how I want to have it expand further and further, making it a giant city and going all across this land. But I haven't told you exactly everything about it. Instead of making the traditional mega base, you know, one big building that I store everything inside of, my storage system, villagers, all that stuff, I am going to be having this as my mega base. It's just going to be a huge city. I'm going to have different buildings for different purposes, obviously, like that was already the plan. But I'm going to have a building for my storage room, a building for my villagers, obviously like the library, and yeah, that's kind of the plan. This is a long-term project if it wasn't already obvious. Like, I'm going to have the iron farm back there, the main city over here with all of my stuff. This is the mega build, along with having to plant trees all around. I gotta build those. I gotta design some more. And I'll let you in on one more thing before we get to doing the bank. I have been playing a little bit of Red Dead Redemption. I know this is nothing to do with Minecraft. I'm Creature Rampage playing a different game than Minecraft. How could it be? Yeah, it's just something I'm doing in my personal time. I've been playing some of that. Comment actually told me to play it. I've been thinking about, I always heard good things about Red Dead Redemption 2, and I finally decided to play it. I'm sorry, I do not remember who told me that. If you're watching right now, let me know down below. Make sure to remind me who actually recommended it to me, because I have been playing it, I have been enjoying it, and so far I love it. I'm not very far in, but I am loving it. And it's helping me get inspiration for this place even more. Like some horse stables I've seen inside of this city called Valentine. Yeah, I'm gonna try to build some of those. Maybe even in the ranch. But anyways, let us get to making the bank, because that is our second task of today. And the bank is something, it's a mix of importance. I'm thinking the bank is gonna, it's obviously gonna function as a bank, and maybe my storage room. I haven't completely decided on that yet. At least like a mid-game storage room, not like a end game, even though technically with this elytra and I'm kind of end game. I need netherite, by the way, too. That's something I need to get. Anyways, let's get to making this bank. Nothing like a good old ride through the desert. This here is Betsy. She is the newest member of our town, and I've added a few things over here, and I got to show you the bank. But I've added a few new people, or horses I guess you could say, to the area. These two don't really have names, but they're here to give more life to the city. And oh yeah, I don't have, hold on, I gotta put my armor back on. I don't have a lead to tie up Betsy, so we're just gonna leave Betsy right here, and she's immediately wandering off. That's an animal for you. But over here, let me show you before we get to the bank. I expanded the road a little bit down this way. This pathway is slightly thinner than the big pathways. That's because it's just like a side path. So I think it's like, wait, what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's only a block thinner, so it's not by much. It's still pretty good size, but it's small enough to where there's a little bit of a difference. And I think this one is like 7. Maybe it's okay. So yeah, this big pathway, this is 9. That pathway over there is 6, and this one is 5. So it's like, it's kind of a mess. I don't think the pathways are gonna have like a set size. They're gonna be different. But yep, I've added some hay over here for the horses, and I need to add more details throughout this city too, because as you can see, this is a big stretch of road with not much happening on it right now. I'm thinking of adding some carts and something else. I gotta figure out what else I could add to give this place more life. But let me show you the bank. This building turned out pretty well. From the side, it's not my favorite, but I'm trying to get that mix of traditional Wild West style while also making it look nice in Minecraft. And with some of it, it does not look the greatest from the side. So you know, some of these buildings are gonna be a little uglier than the others, at least when it comes to like the side and the back of them. Because if I show you the back of this too, it is a little ooh. So yeah, but don't worry about that though. Don't worry about that though. There's gonna be another building covering up the back. That's gonna be my main goal. If there's gonna be like some ugly buildings, I'm gonna have other buildings to cover up some of that ugliness. But not every building is gonna be amazing, beautiful, the best in the world, because that's not how Wild West buildings were. They had like some nice looking ones, they had some ugly looking ones, and you gotta appreciate the ugly looking ones too. And here is the bank interior. I think it turned out really, really nicely. The only thing that's really missing right now is the paintings. I kind of forgot to add those. So I'll come back in here and lay them, or what? So I'll come back in here and put them in here at a different time. Here we have some signs though. I use these as like dividers. That way, I just kind of liked it, honestly. You know, the little sticks. And then, you know, the big parts to divide them. Even though you can walk right through them, that's not important. You know, it's to break up the lines into different areas. And you got a little seating area and... Oh, Betsy made her way over here. Great. And you can just get up here, tell the bank teller what you need, what kind of money, whatever. And then over here, this is the staff only room. So, you know, you don't go back here normally. But since I built this place, you know, we can go back here. This is, it's kind of empty actually now that I'm looking at it, but this is where the bank tellers would be. They got a nice little area back here. I think it turned out really nicely. I probably could add a few details around here, add some stuff, and then over here is like where the money would be stored, I guess. Kind of, some of it. And then up here I was thinking this would be more of like the whole vault area. But it's also like where I was planning to do the storage room. So I'm not really sure which one I want to do, honestly. I could just make this like a valuables area, or make it my storage room once like the bank is keeping all my stuff in storage, which I feel like both ideas work pretty nicely. I just need to decide. And finally, the bank, what is this called? The balcony. We have a little bit of a lookout across the rest of the city. And if you're really feeling daring and risky, you can make your way over here, climb up to this part of the saloon. Who is shooting me? Where did that come from? Anyways, but yeah, you can sneak your way into the saloon. I don't know why you would want to. They don't make you pay to get into the saloon. But yeah, it's definitely something you could do if you wanted to. And now I have to deal with the problems of staying up late, and that's not even Betsy. I don't have my bow. What happened to my bow? Where did Betsy go? Oh my goodness. This is the problem with having a horse. There she is. Hello. All right. I got to figure out what is going to be going on next episode. I need my bow. Where is my bow? Anyways, back to what I was saying. I need to figure out what's coming next episode, because I still have much of the city to build, and I still need the iron farm. I haven't forgotten about it. I don't know if it's gonna come next episode. I don't even remember what I said at the beginning of this one, if it was next episode or the one after. But I need to hurry up and finish that. It's just plaguing my mind. I need to do it. I need iron, and I just want to get that over with. It's such a big build compared to like what we've already done. It's a tedious task that I've been trying to do, and I've been slacking on it recently, and I need to finish it up and actually make it in here. And unfortunately, I am going to be ending the episode here. I know this video is not very long, especially compared to my other videos in this series. This one is about like 20-ish minutes, and that's mostly just because I've taken forever to upload this. I think it's been like a month since my last upload, or around that time. It has been a while. And I want to get something out. I just want you guys to be able to watch something by me, you know? It's taken me so long, and that's because I was flip-flopping between what I wanted to do for this episode, along with just a few other things, being busy in real life, and I've been struggling. But I'm glad to be back. I'm going to be trying to upload again weekly. I'm gonna do my best. That building, the one I've been talking about, the steel factory, will come some point soon, I hope. It's just a matter of collecting the materials and getting it done. That's the main issue. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We finally have the saloon and we have a bank. And I'm happy we got at least 2 buildings done this episode. You know, in other episodes, I've gotten only like 1 of these done. And I feel like with us focusing more on actually building these, mostly because I need to actually, the way to progress is to get the steel factory done. That's mostly why these past episodes have been just working on buildings for the most part, because I just need the steel factory. I want to build more stuff, but in order to build the things I want, I need the steel. So yeah, that steel factory, it's really holding us back, and I gotta get it done. I gotta get it done, man. I need to stop talking about it, just get it done. Anyways, though, I hope you have enjoyed. It has been a good episode, I think. We've gotten 2 new buildings, and the street is looking more full. I need to finally hurry up and decide on a name for this place, too. And yeah, hope you did enjoy. That is gonna be it from me. I've been Creature Rampage, and I hopefully will see you all in the next episode. Peace!